Good morning, guys. All right, we are going to do our final lesson of section 14, and it's called Make Sense and Preserve, which means we're just going to be working on problem solving. So you have to really think about these problems, okay? So our solve and share today says draw an X on all of the objects that have flat surfaces that are circles. So let's think about that. They have a flat surface that's a circle. Now that could be just a flat circle, or there's some other shapes that have those circles as faces. Do you remember what they are? That's right. A cylinder has the circle at the top and the bottom. So let's see, what do you see that has a flat surface that's a circle? That's right. The plate. Good job. Anything else? The can. Very good. Anything else? The clock. Good job. The button is flat and round. Very good. Okay, what about this glue stick? Think about a glue stick. That has circles at the ends, so we can cross it out. How about the Kleenex box? No, it has those rectangles or squares that are flat on it. And what about a cone? A cone at the bottom has that circle, okay? So then we're going to look at all these objects, and we're going to see if we can think about what they all have in common, okay? So it says we're going to circle the words that are true about all the objects we crossed out, okay? So are all the objects white? No. Are all of them small? No. Do all of them have 0 edges? Let's check. Over here, I don't have any edges. On this one, I don't have any edges. I just have that round thing at the bottom, and then I have 1 vertice. What about here? No edges. It's all round on the side. A clock, no edges because it's a circle. The button, no edges, and another cylinder. So they all have 0 edges. Now this one says have 0 vertices. Remember, that's that corner. Well, this has no vertices, but what about the cone? The cone has that 1 vertice up at the top, doesn't it? So we can't mark that one. Do all of these have faces? Well, the circle that's the flat spot is a face, that's right. And then all the objects have flat surfaces? Yes, they all have flat surfaces. Very good. All right, we're going to watch a quick little video that's going to help us with this. All right, here we go.
All of these shapes are triangles. Circle the words that are true of all triangles. How can you make sense of the problem? What do you know? You know that all the shapes are triangles. What do you need to find out? You need to find out which of the sentences are true about all triangles. How can you use what you know to solve the problem?
We're going to look at what we know, and that's how we're going to circle them, okay?
The shapes are all triangles, so you can check whether each sentence is true about each of the shapes. Let's make a plan for solving the problem. Circle the words that are true of all triangles. Look at the first sentence. All triangles have 3 sides. Is this true? Do all triangles have 3 sides?
Select your answer.
Yes, we know a triangle has 3 sides.
Yes, all triangles have 3 sides. Circle that phrase and continue for the rest. Are all triangles blue? No, they are not. How do you know?
Oh, because look right here, we have some red triangles and blue triangles, and remember, colors do not define a shape. It does not define it. It can be different colors.
2 of these shapes are triangles, and they are not blue. Do all triangles have a flat bottom? No, these triangles do not have a flat bottom. Are all triangles big? No, triangles can be any size. Do all triangles have 3 vertices? Yes, all triangles have 3 vertices. How can you check your answer?
We can look and look. Look at the pictures, 1, 2, 3, and check each one of them.
You can check your answer by reading the sentences again to see whether they match the shapes and what you know. Are the sentences you circled true for all triangles? Yes, all triangles have 3 sides and 3 vertices. You have circled the correct words.
Great job.
All right, so let's try one on our own. So all of these shapes are squares. So we have to figure out which of these sentences are true. Are you ready? And it circled one of us for, are all squares orange? No, I've got a green and a blue one. Are all squares have 4 equal sides? Yes, so I circle that one. Okay. Are all squares small? No, they can be big or small. All squares have 4 vertices? Yes, all squares are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. So there's 2 different things that we could circle on there. All right, we're going to try another one. Okay. Are all of these shapes are cones. So let's figure out what we can say about cones. Okay. Are all cones blue? No, remember color does not define it. I've got a green cone and a yellow cone. Do all cones have one flat surface? Yes, they all have that flat circle at the bottom. All cones have one edge? No. All cones have one vertex? Yes, it has that one vertex at the top where it meets. Good job. What about this shape? This is called a hexagon. I know it's a hexagon because it has 6 sides. Are all hexagons small? No, I've got some big hexagons, so I can't choose that one. All hexagons have 6 sides? Yes, that's what makes it a hexagon. All hexagons are blue? No, remember, we can have different colors. All hexagons have 6 vertices. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And even the small one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all have 6 vertices. Very good. Okay, so this is problem solving, so this is going to be tricky. It says, Wes has cubes. You can see our cubes right here. Cylinders, spheres, and cones. He wants to use these shapes to make art pieces for an arts and crafts show at the school. Wes wants to put together the right shapes for each piece of art. So it's going to give us some clues and we have to figure out what it is, okay? Wes wants to put together one shape that has, let's look at the clues, 6 faces and one shape that has no flat surfaces, okay? So which one of these shapes would have 6 faces? The cube, that's right, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. So we would need a cube, okay, and then one shape that has no flat surfaces. Okay, it can't be a cube because the cube has all these different flat surfaces. What about the sphere? Yes, the sphere has no flat surfaces. So I'm going to write a cube and a sphere is what we would use. I want you to listen to this word sphere. It has that digraph pH that we just talked about. That pH makes the sound. All right, so we're going to try another one. Are you ready? Wes wants to put 2 cubes together to make a new shape. Tell what shape Wes has made and one thing that is true about the new shape. Well, I have something special that can help with me with this. These blocks are actually cube shaped, but it just has the link that we're going to know. So if I put 2 cubes together and I'm not looking at that little part right here, the little link, what shape did that make? If I'm making this shape right here. It's a rectangular prism. Very good. So rectangular prism. So we're going to spell prism. Which remember, rectangular prism is like we took that rectangle, we made it 3D, we popped it out. And it says we have to say what's true about a rectangular prism. So what do we know about a rectangular prism? It's still going to have 6 faces, so 6 faces. You can see those 6 faces here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still going to have, look, our vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. So 8 vertices just like a cube, okay? And then what else does it have? How about its edges? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go down, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the bottom, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 edges just like a cube too. I ran out of room right there. I'm going to move it. 12 edges. So I want you to listen to these, what we said. 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. That's just like a cube, except our 6 faces are different sides. A cube has 6 equal sides, pieces that are the same. All right, so for your homework today, it's going to be really quick. Down at the bottom, you're going to talk about a rectangular prism. You're going to circle, remember, all the things that are true. So you're going to have to look at each one. Even though they're different sizes, you can figure out that they still have what they have that's the same. Then on the back, you are not going to do this at the bottom, okay? And it says Laura is sorting her puzzle pieces into like piles. She has triangles, rectangles, squares, circles, and trapezoids. Help her sort the pieces. So right here it says you have questions you have to figure out. It says Laura wants to put any shapes that have 4 sides into a pile. So what you're going to do is you're just going to use the letter to write it. So does a trapezoid have 4 sides? Yes, so I'd write an A. How about a triangle? No, only has 3. Circle? No. Square? Yes, so I would write the letter D. How about a rectangular prism? Yes, E. And then how about another trapezoid? Yes, so I need to write F. And then how about a square? G, very good, it does. Triangle? Nope. Circle? Nope. And then rectangle? Yes, J. Okay, you just have to write all the letters by the clue. The next one says, Laura wants to put any shape with at least 1 vertex in the pile. So it has to have at least 1 vertex. So I want you to go through and you're going to write all the letters of the shape that at least have 1 vertice or vertex, okay? So that means a corner. All right, you guys have done an awesome job. I'll see you tomorrow.